I run a fake restaurant on a delivery app. I registered a company, bought all the takeaway boxes from Amazon, signed up for a few delivery apps, made a few social media accounts, and printed leaflets that I drop in mailboxes. I resell microwave meals. On some meals I add something to make them look better, like cheese. So far it's at around 200 a day in revenue. Nobody suspects a thing. Soon someone will come for hygiene inspection, but I'll pass that check without any problems. It's not illegal to operate out of your own kitchen. Should I feel bad? I feel kind of proud to be fair and free as a bird from the 9-to-5 life. Edit. Please stop commenting on the legality of this. I'm doing everything by the law. I'm in the UK, so yes, I can work out of a non-commercial kitchen. Yes, I am registered and will pay taxes in Jan. Yes, I have my certificates, and yes, I have insurance, though there is something I might need to add to the policy. Doing that next week. This shouldn't be your concern. I'm legal. This is a confession sub, not legal advice. Not breaking any laws, just ruining my karma for selling people heated up food from a microwave at home. I made my brother think he has alopecia for the last 15 years. This is probably the pettiest thing I have ever done, and I regret it to this day. When I was 15 years old, I got my first job and started to have some money of my own. I used my money to spoil myself and purchased nicer things like clothes, shoes, makeup, and salon brand shampoo. My brother used to sneak into my bathroom and constantly steal my nice shampoo. He would use them, and most of the time he would leave them open in the bathtub. This would result in the rest of the shampoo going down the drain and leave me with empty containers. This drove me completely insane, and I hated him for taking my things. I tried to speak with my parents about this, but they told me that I should just learn to share. One day I went out and purchased hair removal cream. I mixed this into my shampoo bottle and left it in my bathroom. I gave him a verbal warning not to use my newly purchased bottle, but he stole it again anyway. Over the next few days his hair slowly started to fall out and small bald patches started to appear. Seeing what I had done, I immediately emptied the remaining shampoo. I felt terrible, and I truly didn't think it would have as a dramatic effect as it did. My mother took him to the doctor to get checked out, and they diagnosed him with alopecia. He then had to start using this special and terrible smelling shampoo to combat this. Things lying around. His hair did grow back, but I just recently found out that he is still using the shampoo in order to prevent another alopecia flare-up. It has been 15 years now, and I have never told my brother that I caused him to lose his hair. Edit. Some people are asking why I let this go on for 15 years. I honestly had no idea that he was still using the shampoo and just assumed he stopped at some point, or that the doctor had told him he didn't have alopecia. I just helped him move over the weekend and found a fresh bottle of the shampoo in his bathroom. I completely forgot about this until now. Edit 2. He lived in the basement in the mother-in-law suite, so it did take a lot of effort for him to come in my second-floor private bathroom to steal my shampoo and conditioner. Not trying to defend my poor decision, but he didn't just happen to use it by mistake. I didn't just leave my things lying around. When I was in high school, I attached clear packing tape to a dollar and put it into a vending machine. Right before the dollar went all the way in, I would pull it out, which allowed me to get a soda and 50 cents change. A kid told me how to do it, so I tried it myself. It only worked on one machine at school, but it did work. Kids did this so many times. They used to stack the unopened sodas in the storage room. There were just too many to drink. I knew it was wrong, but I did it anyway. I feel terrible about it. I deeply regret having ever done it. When I was a server, I threw a customer's phone into a trash compactor. I had just started serving tables at a restaurant, and I was working my first super busy brunch shift. I had 6+ tables, and I'm not gonna lie, I had a tough time running all the mimeses that my tables were ordering. I could tell that one table of all women were getting abnormally angry about their drinks taking a while. I apologized for the delay and made a joke about it being an especially busy shift. I offered them a round of drinks on me to smooth the situation over. When I walked away, one lady murmured under her breath that I was an incompetent cunt. Let's stop there. It's common for people to treat servers like shit, but this was the first time I ever had experienced being spoken to like I was garbage. I shook it off and continued to be nice to them, but it only got worse from there. They started to laugh at me and shit-talk me to one another. They told me that my future career looked pretty bleak considering I couldn't even serve tables. Honey, even a toddler can deliver drinks. When I took their order for food, one woman refused to speak to me. She just stared at me while her friend ordered for her. By now I am pissed. I asked her why she felt the need to have her friend order for her. She laughed in my face, looked down at the menu, and said because I was a dumb little bitch. Due to the fact I was at work, I couldn't argue or tell her to eat shit for treating me like I was a dog. If I did, my boss would have fired me. They ended up stiffing me on their $200 check. Once they left, I realized the woman that gave me so much shit had left her phone. I took it and went out the back door to smoke a cigarette and try to calm down. Who the hell did that woman think she is? So I promptly turned off her phone, threw it in the trash compactor, and turned it on. She came back minutes later and asked multiple staff members if we found it. I told her that I didn't see it when I bussed the table and that I would call her if it turned up. I never told anyone, but I never regretted doing it. When you treat people like shit, expect shitty things to happen to you. Edit #1. Thanks for my first ever metal kind stranger. Edit #2. I should have clarified that they stiffed me, as in they didn't tip me. They did pay their bill before they bounced. Lastly, I've been in the service industry for a hot minute and I've only experienced this level of disrespect twice. Whether you believe it or not, some people actually think they have the right to talk to servers like this, and many restaurants DGAF. I purposely left keys I knew that my boss needed in her locked office to show how dumb it is to have one entire set of keys for 3 different restaurants and kitchens. We've been having problems lately with locking up at my job because of how ridiculously long it takes for each person to lock up their end of the restaurants, getting out late and never knowing where the set of keys are because everyone misplaces them. My boss is strictly against getting even just one set of copies because there's too much risk in it. Yes, I can kinda see that, but we've lost the one set of keys so many times some night we can't even lock up because someone misplaced them. So I purposely left the keys in her office, locked it from the inside, and left it for her to find that we can't open a single thing other than our front door. I pretended to be the merch guy at a concert so I could steal t-shirts. Pretty much just the title. 5 or 6 years ago, my wife and I went to see a band we used to love. After 20 minutes or so of waiting for the merch guy to come man his booth, I had the bright and very drunken idea to pretend to man the booth myself. It really started as a funny gag just to make her laugh. Almost immediately people came up to buy stuff. I turned them all away, which made them very confused. However, my wife did pretend to be a customer and I sold her 2 shirts, which really we just stole. In my defense, I never took anyone's money. I told them I was waiting to get the square reader from the band's frontman, and we did originally intend to pay for the shirts. Their merch guy just never showed up. I remember it once or twice a year and am overwhelmed by guilt for like a minute.